विनायक नमस्तुभ्यं सततं मोदक प्रिय निर्विघ्नं कुरु नो देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामः सिद्धिर्भवतु नो सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसंपदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। श्रीराघवं दशरथात्मजमप्रमेयं सीतापतिं रघुकुलान्वयरत्नदीपम् आजानुबाहुमरविन्ददलायताक्षं रामं निशाचरविनाशकरं नमामि। श्रीरघुराम चारुतुलसीदलधाम शमक्षमादिशृङ्गारगुणाभिराम त्रिजगन्नुतशौर्यरमाललाम दुर्वारुकबन्धराक्षसविराम जगज्जनकल्मषार्णवोत्तारकनाम भद्रगिरिदाशरथी करुणापयोनिधि आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमनीयविग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं। बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। Adyatana Panchangam, it's not fully updated here, so I will be sort of reading it, the other facts from there. Plavanama Samvatsare Dakshinayane Sharadritau Ashwini Mase Shukla Pakshe Ekadashi Tithihi. It's till 8:07, so that means in another half hour or so it will switch to Dvadashi. Shatabhisha Nakshatram followed by Purva Bhadrapada. Ganda Yoga, then Vishtikaranam, Ganda Yoga till 1:12 p.m., Vishti Yoga till 8:07, which means till the Tithi ends, followed by Bhava Karanam till 8:05 p.m. After that, Balava Karanam. Sushachate, Sudinanchate, Sarvebhya, Suprabhatam. So last Sarga, who were there? Rajeshji was not there. Radesh ji was not there. Arun ji was not there. Who would know? Lavanya ji, are you there?
Yes, Bhogaji.
Can you recap first 41st Sarga?
Yes, Bhogaji. I will try. After that, Anshuman went in search of Sagarputras, what happened to them, to know. And he went all through Gajas, Ashtadiggajas. And after that, he reached the Patala Loka where Kapila Maharshi was there, and he come to know the horse is there, and by his Hunkara only, all his elders were to be ashed, and after that he came to inform to his grandfather, and his grandfather accepted that fact. And he did the ritual yaga according to the need. And after that, he ruled his kingdom 30,000 years, I think. Yeah. Up to that, it happened. Next, Anshuman came into the ruling.
Actually, there is another important, that was all mostly 40th Sarga. In 41st, Main thing is Garuda came and told
Huh.
about Ganga. The mission of Ganga was set up in
Yes, Bhagaj,
41st
as per.
Sarga.
Huh.
Right? To bring Ganga down, Garuda says, hey, you cannot be offering Jalakriya to your Pitrus ashes in the ordinary Laukikam Jalam, Laukikam Salilam. In ordinary waters, you cannot give him. You need to bring Ganga. So he in a way sets the mission of bringing Ganga down to the earth. Of course, in the name of their personal requirement, their family requirement, but in the end, helping all of us achieve that purpose. So that was where we stopped. But along with that, he said, even though that is your mission, this moment, go and return the Yajnashva to your grandfather who is waiting for it, because he is a Dikshit. He is a Dikshita of the Yajna, so he has only one mission. So you have to go and return the horse. That is what Garuda tells him. So he returns back. And then, Sagara, na adhyagachata was the word, if you remember. That means he somehow could not complete, or he somehow could not focus on the project of bringing Ganga to the earth. Sagara could not do that. So that's where we stopped. Let us continue. Atha dvichatvarimshas sargah.
Tadvichatvarimshat sargah.
Kala dharmam gate Rama.
कालधर्मं गते राम
Sagare prakriti janaha.
Sagare prakriti janaha.
Rajanam rochayamasuhu.
Rajanam rochayamasuhu.
Amshumantam sudharmikam.
Amshumantam sudharmikam.
Very good. So Rajesh, I think the way we do is one person repeats each shloka. Whoever catches up first will repeat. Others also can repeat, that's okay. But just so that at least one, each shloka will repeat. But all others will also say it along with it. So that all of us are saying all the shlokas at least. So, Kala dharmam gate Rama. O Rama, Sagare Kala dharmam gate. After Sagara went away. Kala dharma is, what is the dharma of Kala? Is to change events. I think we probably talked about it. If there is what is Kala? In Nyaya Shastra, the way time, Kala is not time, but for lack of better word, time. Kala, the way it is defined, is difference between two kriyas, between two events, between two actions, between two tasks. Only if there are two events happening in the world, a measurement of the gap between the two events is called Kala. And Kalo Duratikramaha, they say that means there are continuously events happening, and so time keeps on going. And so what is the dharma of it? The dharma of it is able to track the events. What will be the end event of last event of anyone is the Kala dharma typically used. So Kala dharma means we all know it, but I'm just trying to define why is it called Kala dharma technically as per Nyaya Shastra. So Kala dharmam gate sagare. After Sagara took the Kala dharma, which means he left this body. Prakriti janaha means people. But in another bhashya it says Prakritihi sahaje yonavamatye paramatmani iti Vaijayanti. As per Vaijayanti, which is Kosha, a thesaurus, sahaje yona avamatye, that means amatyaha, anavaha amatyaha, so which means all the ministers. So either the cabinet and ministers, or let us say in general the people itself. Prakriti janaha amshumantam rajanam rochayamasuhu. Rochayamasuhu ruchihi. They liked. They all, people and the cabinet liked Anshuman to become the Raja. Because he is a Sudharmikaha. Because he is a Sudharmikaha. Very well established in Dharma and is a follower of Dharma, implementer of Dharma. So people and the cabinet naturally liked him. One more time, I am reiterating that ours was never a dictatorial or a barbarous monarchy. It was a nice blend of democracy and kinghood, or democracy and a strong ruler.
Monarchy.
Monarchy, is monarchy also a right word? Monarchy, yeah, okay.
Yeah, monarchy,
Yes,
but ours is not like, it was certainly not a qualification in most cases to be the son of the king.
correct.
But it is that at least not, but it's not a disqualification also.
Correct. It's not a disqualification, but the main qualification is by the liking of the people and the liking of the learned. The rishis would nominate based on the first thing is his eligibilities, his qualifications in a way of is he Veda aware, is he well educated, then Dharma Shastra aware, and then do people have goodwill for him? Does he have goodwill of the people? Those were the two qualifiers by which the rishis used to typically nominate, and this is told over and over. So Valmiki is constantly reminding us how the political administration setup was. It is not just that somebody would barbarically, I am the strongest, so I'll come and take over. No. If anybody does like that, we saw Asamanja. He was the most torture-creating fellow, the father of Anshuman. But what did people and especially the cabinet do, the rishis do? They have outcasted him. They said, you are adharmic, go away. And they have outcasted him from the city, from their empire. So also the same people, and so the same Prakriti Janaha, which is take it as people and or Amatyaha, they have liked or they have set Anshuman to be the next Raja. So Baladharmam Gate Sagare Rama Prakriti Janaha Udharmikam Anshumantam Rajanam Rochaya. So Prakriti Janaha can also be Sarvaha Prajaha or Amatyaha. In two bhashyas, both different meanings were also attributed. So Raja Sumahan Asid.
Raja Sumahan Asid.
Anshuman Raghunandana.
Anshuman Raghunandana.
Tasya Putro Mahan Asit.
Tasya Putro Mahan Asid.
Dilipa iti Vishrutaha.
Dilipa iti Vishrutaha.
So as we said, right, Valmiki doesn't go into too many ordinary details. Quickly jump generation to the next generation. So Anshuman was liked and nominated by all of them as the king. Saha Raja Sumahan Raja Asit. O Raghunandana, Anshuman Sumahan Raja Asit. In past tense, Anshuman was a great king. Tasya Putraha Mahan Asit. Even Anshuman had a great son. By name Dilipa Chakravarti. In fact, if you see, Sarga after Sarga, from these Sargas only Kalidasa picked his subjects of great Mahakavyas, which became the benchmarks and the reference books for any literary works. If anybody has to study MA, BA, Sanskritam, they have to study Kalidasa texts. And that Kalidasa's the best kavyas are Raghuvamsham, which is picked from here, right? Dilip onwards, he takes up. And previously Kumara Sambhavam, we saw in the 35th Sarga onwards, where 36th Sarga, I think, Kumara Sambhava, right? We read the whole Sarga there. So that detail he took and elaborated it into a big kavya, adding all the details and a lot more literary details also. So likewise, Raghuvamsham he picked from here. So Dilipa Chakravarti. In the second Sarga, a beautiful shloka will be there. Tasyah Kuranyasa Pavitrapamsum Apamsulanam Dhurikirtaniya Margam Manushyeshwara Dharmapatni Shruteri Vartham Smritiranvagachat, says Kalidasa. I remember this so very well because in probably 2003, I think, Vasuji, just after I started my Sanskritam classes in 2001, Vasuji took the second sarga. And so there he took almost 1 hour to explain it. Just one shloka of how beauty is that shloka. So he says the Dilipa's wife was following the Surabhi as instructed by Vasishtha in order for them to obtain a son. And for that day, as she was following Surabhi, just as Shrutehe Artham Smritihi Anvagachat. Just as Smriti always follows Shruti's intent, Shruti's spirit, Shruti's main purpose, the Veda's main purpose is presented by Shruti by constantly following Veda, never in contradiction with Shruti. To say that, he takes that as the upama, as the simile, to say just like Shruti or Smriti always follows Shruti's purpose and intent, so also Sudekshna follows Surabhi's will. As Surabhi wants to go, let it go. Let it go free. And she keeps walking and serving it as all the day as she walks. So the reason I said that is, Raghuvamsham is picked from here because Dilip, as soon as we heard this word Dilip.
कोविद पाठ्यपुस्तके इदानीं श्लोकः आसीत्
अस्ति खलु आम् उत्तमम्. So that great Anshuman had another great son called Dilip iti Vishrutaha. He was popularly called and known as Dilipa. Iti Vishrutaha was heard by that name. Tasmin Rajyam Samaveshya Dilipe Raghunandana Himavat Shikare Punye Tapastepe Sudarunam. So Tasmin, in him, in whom? In Dilipa. Raghunandana, Anshuman, Tasmin Dilipe Rajyam Samaveshya Punye Himavat Shikare Sudarunam Tapastepe. That is the Anvaya Vakyam of this shloka. So that means he handed over the responsibility of the Rajya to Dilip and he left to the Punya Himalaya peaks to perform a very intense tapas. Sudarunam tapas. Very horrible as in very intense tapas. Because only when you challenge your limits and take up certain activities will gods be impressed and come and give you your boons. And what was that he was doing for Ganga Nayana Kamanaya, to bring Ganga, because he remembered the Garuda's instructions. And because Garuda told Anshuman explicitly in person, so at least Anshuman remembered it. After, as we said, right, after initially setting up, making sure all the losses to earth were sort of, all those holes were filled back, holes both physically and financially. Or after setting everything, economy back in line and grooming Dilip and ensuring goodwill of the people, he hands over the responsibility of the Rajya to Dilip and he goes for tapas to Himavat Shikare, in the peaks of Himalaya. Punye Himavat Shikare, for Ganganayana. Gangam Anayetum, Ganganayanam, Gangavataranartham. He does very intense tapas. Dvatrimshatcha Sahasrani Varshani Sumahayashaha Tapovanam Gato Rama Swargam Lebhe Tapodhanaha Dvatrimshat Sahasrani Varshani 32,000. Trimshat, 2 and 30. Trimshat is 30. So 32,000 years having done this tapas in Tapovanam, in that Himalaya Tapovanam. Sumahayashaha, very famous, well-famed, well-reputed Anshuman. Tapodhanaha, I mean, his character, his strength, his wealth is tapas, because he has done such a intense tapas. So Tapodhanaha, Swargam Lebhe, finally he left this body and went to Swarga. That means he could not finally acquire, or he could not accomplish, or probably he started it late, that he didn't have enough time to impress gods and have them appear and fulfill his boon. So he also left, Anshuman left the body, and Dilip is now continuing. Dilipastu Mahatejaha
दिलीपस्तु महातेजाः
Shrutva Paitamaham Vadham
श्रुत्वा पैतामहं वधम्
Dukkhopahataya Buddhya
दुःखोपहतया बुद्ध्या
Nischayam Nadhyagacchata.
निश्चयं नाध्यगच्छत.
So Dilipaha, Mahatejaha Dilipaha, Paitamaham Vadham Shrutva, having heard the death of all of his grandfathers, who are all the Sagaras, how they were burned to ashes, what all they have done. Dukkhopahataya, Dukkhena apahata. Hata is, sort of put down. Being put down by sorrow and grief of the loss of his ancestors, of his grandparents. See, he is worried about his grandparents. In fact, not even directly his grandparents. In a way, they are sort of cousins of his grandfather, right? So grandparents, that is why, all of the ancestors. And see the love and relationship. I mean, why should we study Val Ramayanam? It is for this purpose, to understand, to build back our family values, to build back our societal values, to remind the political administration principles, right? So that then we can choose the right leaders, etc. So if every citizen is Ramayana educated, then that country will be Sudharmika, because every citizen knows what kind of a king he should look for, what kind of a ruler he should look for, and accordingly pick the right ruler. So, and also family values will be much better, because we would remind ourselves that, oh, Dilip worried, Bhagirath worried 4 generations before. So how much care should we take for our grandparents and great-grandparents, etc. And as we study further, then we will know, and we will also see, if you are impressed, we imitate. That is what happens, right? I mean, how our trends set, if we should have a grand role model. Unfortunately, today those models do catwalking or movie, Grammy, etc. awards, Academy Awards. Those have become the role models. But ideally, we should have much better role models from whom we learn and imitate and keep. That becomes a cultural trend. So, for example, Shraddha Kriya, offering to our ancestors, that those things should not become lupta. And that is what will be the main purpose of Gangavataranam. These several sargas that we are studying, that Vishwamitra is telling Rama, as documented by Valmiki. So, Dilipaha Mahatejaha Paitamaham Vadham Shrutva Dukkha Apahataya Buddhya Nischayam Nadhyagacchata. Nischayam Ganganayana Upaya Vishayaka Buddhim Nadhyagacchata na prapnot. He did not get in that sorrow. Dilip also could not. He saw his father did so long tapas. He passed away. What should I do? What should I do? How can I bring Ganga? The right, appropriate idea didn't strike Dilip also. Let's take it in 2 ways. One, it didn't strike him. Let's see the other way. In fact, the other lesson comes from here, which is told in Bhagavad Gita and all places, in all Upanishads. Ma Shuchaha. Garuda also tells Anshuman, Ma Shuchaha. And the entire Arjuna Vishada Yoga, for which second adhyaya, that Bhagavan answers, is also about, hey, why are you lamenting? Ashochan nanvashochastvam prajnavadan chabhashasam. and so all Krishna tells, right? So if you get into sorrow, if you are worried, then we forget the focus, or then we lose the focus to think and come up with a solution to the problem. So we should not get into lamenting, worrying about the problem. Instead, start focusing on finding a solution for it. So that's another probably beautiful point from this simple shloka of Dilip's worry. Katham Gangavataranam,
कथं गङ्गावतरणं
Katham Tesham Jalakriya,
कथं तेषां जलक्रिया
Tarayeyam Katham Chainan,
तारयेयं कथं चैना
Iti Chinta Paro Bhavat.
इति चिन्ता परो भवत्.
So what was his worry? He was exactly like Arjuna, worrying. He was worrying more than able to think of coming up with a plan and a solution. Katham Gangavataranam. How can I bring Ganga, who is in Swargaloka, onto this earth? Katham Gangavataranam. Katham Tesham Jalakriya. How should I perform the Jalakriya of my grandparents, who, those 60,000 Sagaras, who are still remaining as ashes? I still haven't performed the Jalakriya, Udaka Kriya to them. Katham Tarayeyam. Abba. Taranam is swim, means cross over. Tarayeyam is niche prayoga. How can I make them cross over this material bondage so that they can get relieved and move on with their spiritual life journey, which means if required, they take another material body, or if they don't require, fine. They end up staying in with Paramatma in that Salokya or whatever. So,
काले भविष्यत् काल तारयेयम तारयेव तारयेम.
now Tarayam is niche.
नीच प्रत्यय.
Katham Tarayami. Tarayami.
Yeah, is there. Yeah, that's
Tarayeyam. Katham aham tarayeyam. How can I make them cross over? How do I help them cross over? Whom? China. So if somebody doesn't know Sanskrit, you will think, what? How can I help China? Cha enan. Cha enan. Cha katham enan tarayeyam. Etan iva. Etan means, how will I give taranam to these people? How can I make them taranam? Taraka mantram, we say, right? That is why Taraka means taranam yat karayati tad taraka. Taraka mantram. Ramanama is a Taraka mantra, we say. Taraka Rama. Because he, just remembering him and constantly following him, will pass us on, will help us move on from this to the next. So that is Tarayeyam, Taranam, Tarakam. Katham enan tarayeyam iti chintaparaha abhavat. So Dilip was into this sorrow of how can I bring Ganga down? How can I perform those Jalakriyas? How can I then thus help my ancestors to move on to their next phase of their spiritual journey? Tasya chintayato nityam
तस्य
चिन्तयतो नित्यं
dharmena viditatmanaha
धर्मेण विदितात्मनः
putro bhagiratho nama
पुत्रो भगीरथो नाम
Jagne Paramadharmikaha.
यज्ञे परमधार्मिकः.
Ideally, if there was a ghanta, we should be doing ghanta, because we heard Bhagiratha's entry now. Tasya chintayataha nityam dharmena viditatmanaha. Tasya dharmena chintayataha. Dharmena nityam chintayataha viditatmanaha tasya Bhagiratho nama paramadharmikaha putraha jagni. That is how we should take the Anvaya Vakya. So of such constantly worried Dilip, who is a Viditatmanaha, who is Vidita, means aware. Vidit, we say nama, right? Yaha yasya Veda jnanamasti saha viditaha. One who is aware is called Vidit. Veda is to know. Vidit, known. He's a known guy, which means he's an aware guy. He's Vidit. Vidita Atmanaha, he knows about himself. That means he knows his purpose. Hare, my father Anshuman tried so much, he could not achieve it. How do I make sure, how do I ensure that at least I fulfill that purpose? So he was constantly in that conscious worry. So, chintayataha viditatmanaha dharmena, in dharma, not about how do I acquire more property, how do I enhance my rajya, my empire. He's not worried about that. What about my next term? No, that's not his worry. His worry is about how to make sure the mission Ganga, mission Ganga, mission Ganga, we know, right, is also the mission of the current government of cleaning Ganga, of making it again the real Ganga, Tripathagami Ganga, who was brought by Bhagiratha to earth, to ensure it is, that purpose is addressed or kept intact. Being conscious of that spirit, that purpose is the Dharmena Viditatmanaha. And he's had a son called Bhagiratha, and who is a Paramadharmikaha, Sudharmikaha, Paramadharmikaha, various terms. Dilipastu Mahateja,
Dilipastu Mahateja,
Yajnair Bahubhirishtavan,
Yagnair Bahubhiristavan,
Trimshad Varsha Sahasrani,
Trimshat Varsha Sahasrani,
Raja Rajyamakarayat.
Raja Rajyamakarayat.
So Dilip also ruled for 30,000 years and did several yajnaihi, bahubhihi yajnaihi ishtavan. Ishti means yajnam. Yajnakaranam is ishti. So he also has performed several yajnas, several ishtis, Dilipaha, and thus ruled Rajyam Raja Dilipaha Trimshad Varsha Sahasrani Bahubihi Yajnaihi Ishtavan Rajyam Akarayat. So he performed several yajnas and also ruled the Rajyam, the kingdom, for 30,000 years. Agatva Nischayam Raja
Agatva Nishchayam Raja
Tesham Uddharanam Prati
Tesham Uddharanam Prati
Vyadhina Narashardula
Vyadhina Narashardula
Kaladharmam Upeyivan.
Kaladharmam Upeyivan.
So Dilip also, even though he ruled for 30,000 years and he was consciously, constantly thinking about how to accomplish the mission Ganga, Agatva, he could not fulfill it. Nischayam Agatva Raja, he could not find the right strategy, the right plan, unaccomplished. Tesham Uddharanam Prati, how to do Uddharana of the, see, why is that Shraddha Kriya, Jala Kriya and all is performed? So that they are Uddharan, unka Uddhar hoga. So we do our might, we do our part of the Uddharana of the ancestors by these dharmic kriyas, by these Vedic kriyas. So Tesham Uddharanam Prati Raja Nischayam Agatva Vyadhina. He, with that sorrow only, he finally Kaladharmam Upeyivan. He also went by Kaladharma, and that means he also passed away. Indralokam Gato Raja
Indralokam Gate Raja, Gato Raja,
Swarjitenaiva Karmana
Swarjitenaiva Karmana,
Rajye Bhagiratham Putram
Rajye Bhagiratham Putram,
Abhishitya Nararshabha.
Abhishishya Narashabha, Narashabha,
Nararshabha. Nararshabha. Nararshabha.
Narashabha.
So, before he passed away, Indralokam Gataha Raja. So finally he left for Indraloka, which means Svargaloka, of course. But it is being mentioned more. You see, Dilipa did several yajnas. So because of that, he went into Indraloka, which means he got the eligibility of the Indra. And of course, he went to Svargaloka. Indraloka is Svargaloka. But by mentioning Indraloka here, it is more about the yajnas that he has performed which gave him the eligibility to become Indra, is sort of dhvani, is the implicit message here. Swarjitenaiva karmana, with his own well-deserved, self-earned merits and activities. By that, Narashabha putram bhagiratham rajye abhishichya, means abhishechanam kratva, abhishekam kratva. So he has nominated Bhagiratha to take on the Rajya, and he left for Indraloka. Bhagirathasthu Rajarshihi.
भगीरथस्तु राजर्षिभिः
Dharmiko Raghunandana
धार्मिको रघुनन्दन
Anapatyo Mahatejaha
अनपत्यो महातेजाः
Praja Kamaha Sacha Prajaha
प्रजा कामः सचा प्रजः
Mantrishwadhaya Tadrajyam
मन्त्रिष्वाध्याय तद्राज्यं
Gangavatarane Rataha
गङ्गावतरणे रतः
Satapo Dirghamatishtat
स तपो दीर्घमातिष्ठत्
Gokarne Raghunandana
गोकर्णे रघुनन्दन
Urdhva Bahuhu Panchatapa
ऊर्ध्वबाहुः पञ्चतपा
Masaharo Jitendriyaha.
मांसाहारो जितेन्द्रियः.
So that is the description of Bhagiratha. Bhagiratha, Dharmikaha, Rajarshihi. He was a Raja Rishi, Rishi Raja. So in fact, that was another quality of our Rajas. So these are what we should know, so that we build, first of all, we feel pride in ourselves of whose descendants we are. And then all this Hindu phobia, all this lamenting, Hindu lamenting, wherever it happens, we confidently, positively can influence those people also about, "Arey, you do not know, Baba. Did you even read Gangavataranam? Did you even read Ramayanam once? Did you read Bhagavad Gita? Did you read Upanishad? What have you understood to talk wrong about us? In order to question that, we should have read it." Right? In order to answer them, we should have read it. And that is what we are doing, at least from our side. That what great lineage we belong to. Rajarshihi. And it is not just said in Ramayanam, right? Even in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna quotes the very 4th Adhyaya. Right? He talks of why did he have to tell this? Or when did he first tell this? Was Bhagavad Gita first told in, those 5,000 years back? No. He says, Imam Vivasvate Rajan. No, that is the first shloka. Imam Vivasvate. First I told it to Vivaswan, the Surya, the Vivaswan Surya, Manu. Imam Vivasvate, Vivaswan Ikshvakunam.
Proktavana ahamavyayam.
Please, Varaprasadji, quote that.
I'm sorry. Mam vivasvate yogam proktavana ahamavyayam.
Proktavana ahamavyayam.
Vivaswan manave praha. Manurikshvakavo
bravit. Evam parampara praptam. Rajarshayo viduhu. Kalena mahata sayogo nashtah parantapa. He says. Rajarshayaha viduhu. That yoga that was taught by Bhagavan first to Vivaswan, who in turn taught it to Manu, who in turn passed it on to Ikshvakus, who in turn passed it to all other Rajarshis, over a period of time that got lost. So to revive it, to retell it, I have come. That's all he is saying. That means this yoga was not told just, during the Bhagavad Gita. He first told it to Vivaswan in the very beginning. That is our principle. That is our understanding. That is our perception of the creation. And hence we always respect our ancestors because we believe they were better. Unlike the West, who thinks ancestors were primitive, we are evolving the technology. I mean, entirely diagonally opposite mindset. We believe it started great and is diminishing. These fellows think it started primitive and they are evolving it. Anyways, so what we are trying to say is Rajarshi Padam, that we are trying to quote from several places that Rajas for us always were Rishis. They were performing the responsibility of leadership of the state, being Rishis. Rishi Darshanat, we say. What does Rishi mean? One who has Darshana talents, one who has Darshana abilities is a Rishi. That means a visionary is a Rishi. Visionary is a Rishi, and selfless worker is a Rishi. And one who can perform tapas, which means, again, not just an individual doing that yoga and all, but tapas meaning take a big mission for the bigger cause and work for it and bring people into welfare, bring welfare to the people. Those are Rishis, Rajarshis.
And then Plato's principle is the king must be the philosopher. That he also substantiated.
Correct. Where did Plato get that info? Because he has seen us doing it for millions of years like that.
Yeah. The word rishi also is there in French. It's called Risha. Rishi is actually in that French. It's actually when I talk to somebody so they said Rishi means only researcher in French. The word research, is the root for them. So in a way, all our rishis have contributed so much to our science, right? So science, not just, I mean, when they talk about science today, it is now only physics or chemistry related or whatever. But when we talk about science, it's a broader shastras, right? So all those, the word, so basically they're, at least one aspect of them was to do research. Yeah, I said, one aspect of them was to do research, rishis.
Correct.
So,
correct. Yeah.
So that is still recorded in the modern day language, to some extent in French. So Rishi is a researcher.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. Rishi. Yeah, if you can spell it in French, let us know. So
I'm not that good, but Samyukta, she's good at it. So I'll send you that word. Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
Philologically similar to Indo-Aryan or Romance languages, the root verbs. Linguistic anthropology.
Okay. Yeah. So all we're trying to say is, for us, Rajas also were Rishis. That means they were not just mere uneducated fellows, useless fellows, but they were equal Rishis. Just that they have taken up the political administration responsibility. And hence only they were able to appreciate the spiritual Vedic dharmic part of the Rishis also. So Rishi is a researcher, is a scholar, is a visionary. Now, in what vision? Somebody might take up in medical sciences, somebody might take up in astronomical sciences, somebody might take up for geographical sciences, somebody might take up for spiritual sciences also, right? So based on that, for us, Rishi always, because people are used to watching TVs and movies, Rishi means this beard and, doing this japamal and all. That is all part of it. It is all part of it, of course. But we were never in conflict with the sciences and spirituality and political administration. They were not compartmentalized. It was all nice, well integrated. So which means all of them were together. Nobody was in ever conflict. So a Rajarshi was also able to connect with other rishis, consult them, hence always. So that is the point I was trying to make, though we took so long, but only to understand the greatness of our political administration so that we can talk in these Hindu phobia venues that we come from Rajarshi culture. So Bhagiratha, who was a dharmikaha Rajarshi, he was anapatyaha, he didn't have children. So Mahatejaha, Prajakamaha, he was where he was desirous of having children. Prajakamaha sacha aprajaha. He did not have prajaha. He didn't have children. And again we said praja is children, also citizens. That means citizens are children of the ruler. Another point for us to remember. What are our terms? Rajarshi, praja. Praja is child, children. Also citizens. I mean, we should know this very well and keep quoting it whenever we get an opportunity. That, hey, our ordinary colloquial terms are such, noble terms with so much of a cultural, historical weightage by them. So,
I think
finally, what he did,
another word with lot of weight is Shastra. Another weighty word is Shastra, because Shastra involves science as well as philosophy.
Correct, exactly, correct. Shastra is not just science. It is a group of several subjects. Correct, you're right. Sciences, philosophy, all of them put together is Shastra for us, correct. And code, all of them put together is Shastra. So, Mantrishu Tadrajyam Adhaya, because he didn't have children, he has finally handed over the responsibility of Rajya to his ministers. Mantrishu Rajyam Adhaya Gangavatarane Rataha. Rataha, we said this Rata. One whose vratam is that is a Rata. Prajanam cha hite Rataha. One whose vratam is Prajanam Hitaha. Prajanam Hitam is the vrata of whom is a Prajanam cha hite Rataha. Likewise, Gangavatarane Rataha. One whose vratam is Gangavataranam is Gangavatarana Rataha. So Bhagiratha, because he was a Gangavatarana Rataha, he handed over the Rajya responsibility to Mantris, to his cabinet of ministers, and Saha Dirgham Tapaha Atishtat. So he stood in a long, intense tapas. Where Gokarne, in Gokarna. So that Gokarna today is in, where is Gokarna? Maharashtra area, right? Near Nashik?
No, Gokarna is Gokarna Mahabaleshwar. It is in Karnataka.
Gokarna is Karnataka.
Oh, Karnataka, is it? Not Mahabaleshwar. Okay, I thought Maharashtra. Okay.
No, I think it is Gokarna Mahabaleshwara is near sea. It is a near sea.
It is a coastal place.
Coastal, yeah.
Correct. So he came to Gokarna, near Gokarne, Saha Dirgham Tapaha Atishtat Raghunandana. And how did he do it? Urdhvabahu, hands up. Panchatapaha. So there are 5 tapa is a tapati. Iti tapa, that means heat generating. So Panchatapaha, he had 5 different those heat elements around him. What are they? They are listed here. Urdhvabahu Panchatapaha Panchanam Parshva Chatushtaya Varti Vanhi Urdhvavarti Suryanam Madhye. So 4 Agni Hotras around him and the 5th one being Surya on the top. Tanmadhye Tapo Yasya Uktaihi Panchabhihi Tapo Yasya Itiva Sammasaha Itiva. So Panchatapaha is 4 Agnis around him and sun on the top. Panchatapaha. Masaharaha. Masaharaha means Masante Aharo Bhojanam Yasya. One who eats or one who consumes food once a month. Not once a day, not once a week, once a month. That kind of tapas he did. Masaharaha. Mase aharaha ekavaram yasya saha masa. Mase aharam. Month after month only he would consume food. Jitendriyaha. One who has one control over all his indriyas. That means no temptations. Only focused on Gangavataranam is such Dharmika Rajarshi Bhagiratha. Tasya Varsha Sahasrani
तस्य वर्षसहस्राणि
घोरे तपसि तिष्ठतः
घोरे तपसि तिष्ठतः
अतीतानि महाबाहो
अतीतानि महाबाहो
तस्य राज्ञो महात्मनः
तस्य राज्ञो महात्मनः
सुप्रीतो भगवान्
सुप्रीतो भगवान्
ब्रह्मा
ब्रह्मा
प्रजानां पतिरीश्वरः.
प्रजानां पतिरीश्वरः.
So thus varshasahasrani घोरे तपसि तिष्ठतः tasya, of several thousand years of tapas that he has done. Mahabaho, O Rama, Mahabahu Rama, tasya rajnyaha mahatmanaha, of that Raja, of that Mahatma Raja, Bhagavan Brahma supritaha. Finally Brahma got pleased with this tapas of Bhagiratha. And who is that Brahma? Prajanam Patihi Ishvaraha. Brahma is the creator and also head of all the beings, and he is the administrator, the Lord Ishvaraha. Prajanam Patihi Ishvaraha Brahma Bhagavan Supritaha. He is pleased. Especially, how can they not be pleased? Starting from Anshuman, then Dileepa, then Bhagiratha. If so many of them have done tapas for their uncles, not direct father also, and who cannot be pleased? Tatas suraganai sardham
Tata Suraganai Sardham
upagamya pitamaha
Upagamya Pitamaha
Bhagiratham mahatmanam
Bhagiratham Mahatmanam
tapyamanam athabravit.
Tapyamanam Matha Pravit.
Suraganaihi, along with all the divine groups. We saw there are 33 divine groups, right? So Suraganaihi Sardham, along with them, Upagamya, having come near Pitamaha, Bhagiratham Mahatmanam, unto Bhagiratha, unto Mahatma Bhagiratha, Tapyamanam, one who is doing the tapas, Brahma Atha Abravit. He thus said this. Bhagiratha Mahabhaga
Bhagirath Mahabhaga
Pritasteham Janeshwara
Pritasteham Janeshwara
Tapasacha Sutaptena
Tapasacha Sutaptena
Varam Varaya Suvrata
Varam Varaya Suvrata
Pritaha Aham Pritaha Te Tapasa. By your tapas, I am pleased. O Bhagiratha, O Mahabhaga, O Janeshwara, O Suvrata, Varam Varaya. Ask for a boon. Now ask. We know what you want, but you have to ask for it. So that as you ask, we shall thus give. Varam Varaya. Tamuvacha Mahateja.
तमोवाच महातेजा
Sarvaloka Pitamaham.
सर्वलोक पितामहं
Bhagiratho Mahabhaga.
भगीरथो महाभागा
Krutanjali Rupasthitah.
कृतांजलि उपस्थितः.
Unto that Sarvaloka Pitamaha, the grand parent of all the worlds, who is Brahma, Mahatejaha, Bhagirathaha, Mahabhagaha, Krutanjali Rupasthitaha. Anjali, in the Anjali Mudra, having stood up, he thus replied to Brahma, Sarvaloka Pitamaha, by asking this. Yadime Bhagavan Prito,
यदि मे भगवन् प्रीतो
Yadyasti Tapasah Phalam,
यद्यस्ति तपसः फलं
Sagarasyatmajaha Sarve,
सगरस्यात्मजाः सर्वे
Mattas Salilamapnuyuhu.
मतः सलिलम् आप्नुयुः.
So he finally asked his boon, his request. Yadi Bhagavan, means O Brahma, O Bhagavan, Yadi me pritaha, if you are pleased by me, Yadi tapasaha phalam asti, if there is going to be a fruit of my tapas, if you are going to give me the result of my tapas, fruit of my tapas, then sarve sagarasya atmajaha salilam mattaha apnuyuhu. May all the Sagara sons, Sagaratmajaha, mattaha, from me, salilam apnuyuhu, may they obtain that salil, that water from me. May they obtain the jalakriya water from me. That's all he simply asked. See how to ask smartly. Then you don't have to ask Ganga. Is implied here because Garuda already told Laukikam Salilam Narhasi. You cannot be giving ordinary water to them. So Brahma cannot say, oh yeah, just offer that water there. There is another Chattahuchi river next to you. Offer that water. He cannot say that. He knows that Laukikam Salilam cannot be offered. So he has to give Ganga anyway. So, but you ask, in a smart, beautiful way, right? So that the God on the other side also is pleased. Areva, how well he asked. And so, sir, can you please give me Ganga? I want to take Ganga. No, that's not, then you are not really, then you're like a childish. Right? You should ask smartly, the right, appropriate way. So he asked, Mattaha sarve sagarasyatmajaha salilam apnuyuhu. May they obtain the water, jalakriya. Gangaya salilaklinne.
Gangaya salilaklinne.
Bhasmanyesham mahatmanam.
Bhasmanyesham mahatmanam.
Swargam gaccheyuratyantam.
Swargam gaccheyuratyantam.
Sarve me prapitamaha.
Sarve me prapitamaha.
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 So Pitamaha, Prapitamaha, great grandfathers. So Gangayaha Salilaklinne, Klinnam, Nainam Klindanti Shastrani, Nainam Chindanti Shastrani, Nainam Dahati Pavakaha, Nachainam Kledayanti Apaha. Apaha, water cannot wet it. Kledayanti. So Klinnam is wetting. By wetting Bhasmani, all these heaps of ashes of Mahatmanam, Gangayaha Salilaklinne, by the waters of Ganga, if all these Bhasmani, Bhasma, Bhasmani, Karma, Karmani, like that, right? Bhasma, Bhasmani, plural of Bhasmas, of all these heaps of ashes, if they are wet by the waters of Ganga, then Swargam Gaccheyuhu, Atyantam Swargam Gaccheyuhu, they would all go to eternal Swarga. Sarve me prapitamaha. Pita, pitamaha, prapitamaha. Father, grandfather, great grandfather. All my great grandfathers, may they obtain eternal Swargam with the Ganga waters. Deyacha Santir Deva.
Deya cha santir deva.
Navasidetat kulam chana.
Navasi detat kulam chana.
Ikshvakunam kule deva.
Ikshvakunam kule deva.
Eshamestu varah paraha.
Eshamestu varah paraha.
Navasidetat kulam. Sorry, Navasidna. Navasidetat kulam.
Navasi detat kulam.
So he's continuing his varam. He's saying, Eta eshaha me paraha varaha. This is the ultimate vara that I am seeking. What is it? With this Ganga and all, right? Deya cha santi. All of them are to be given. Deva. All of them are to be given. By which nah kulam, our lineage, our kula, na avasidet, so that it may not fall down. It may not, so that our kulam may not diminish, or our kulam may not, so that our kulam may not recede, our lineage may not recede, our family may not recede. Ikshvakunam kule deva. In our Ikshvaku's dynasty, because of us, because of our great grandfathers, with them not obtaining this Svarga, with them not getting their Sadgati, so that our lineage may not be left out. That is my Vara. That means give us that Ganga so that they are given that, and then onwards the next, my grandfather, my father, etc. will also obtain the right Gati, right Sadgati. So that is the Varam that Bhagiratha has asked. Uktavakyam tu Rajanam
Uktavakyam tu Rajanam
Sarvaloka Pitamaha
Sarvaloka Pitamaha
Pratyuvacha Shubham Vanim
Pratyuvacha Shubham Vani
Madhuram Madhuraksharam.
Madhuram Madhuraksharam.
So having heard Bhagiratha's request for a boon of bringing Ganga, of making sure all of his ancestors are obtained their Sadgatis, etc., Svargalokam, he replied, Brahma replied in Shubham Madhuram Vanim, he replied with this Madhuraksharam. Manoratho Mahanesha
Manoratho Mahanesha
Bhagiratha Maharatha
Bhagiratha Maharatha
Evam Bhavatu Bhadram Te
Evam Bhavatu Bhadram Te
Ikshvaku Kulavardhana.
Ikshvaku Kulavardhanaha.
So I said, oh, wow, super. Mahan, O Bhagiratha, you are a Maharatha. Maharathi is Maharatha. O Maharatha, Bhagiratha, it is both poetic rhyme as well as real also. Maharatha is a strong ruler, right? So Bhagiratha Maharatha, Eshaha Manorathaha Mahan. Your wish is a great wish. Bhadram te, all the best to you. Evam bhavatu, so shall it be done. So shall it be written, so shall it be done. Bible always have that line. Evam bhavatu, so shall it be done. So shall it happen. Ikshvaku Kulavardhana, you shall become the Kulavardhana, the uptaker of the Ikshvaku Kula. So Ikshvaku Kulavardhana, Evam bhavatu is what Brahma replied. Iyam Haimavati Ganga.
Iyam Haimavati Ganga.
Jyeshtha Himavata Suta.
Jyeshtha Himavata Suta.
Tam vai dharaitum shaktaha.
Tam vai dharaitu shaktaha.
Harastatra niyujyatam.
Harastatra niyujyatam.
So the next action, plan of action is also being set out by Brahma. Iyam Haimavati, Ayam is Pullinga, Iyam is Strilinga, Idam is Napunsakalinga. So Iyam Ganga, who is Haimavati of Himavan, Jyeshtha Suta, elder daughter, Himavataha of Himavan, Tam Dharaitum, to hold her. She is such a divine, huge, enormous one. To hold her, Haraha Tatra Niyujyatam. Yeah, the one who is Shaktaha, one who is capable to hold her, to bear her, Haraha. Hara is Ishvara, Shankara. Haraha Tatra Niyujyatam. See the Paraspara mutual repayment. Initially, Ganga held the Tejas of Shiva. Now, Brahma is saying, and hence, or thus, or so, who can hold that Ganga? Only Hara can hold. So he is asking Hara in a way, Shankara to repay the debt in a way. I mean, I'm just trying to make it light. But he is saying, who is capable to hold that divine Ganga? It can only be Hara, Shankara. Let him be asked to hold that Ganga. Gangaya Patanam Rajan.
Gangaya Patanam Rajan.
Pruthivi na sahishyati.
Pruthivi na sahishyati.
Tam vai dharayatum vira.
Tam vai dharayatum vira.
Nanyam pashyami shulinaha.
Nanyam pashyami shulinaha.
So why Hara should be nominated? Because Gangaya Patanam, the fall of Ganga fall Prithvi na sahishyati. Prithvi cannot bear it. I mean, if Ganga falls directly, then earth also will collapse. So that is such a, what do you call, huge fall, Ganga fall. So Gangayah patanam Rajan Prithvi na sahishyati. So tam dharayitum, O Veera, Bhagiratha, tam dharayitum shulinaha anyam na pasyami. Other than Shuli, Shuli is Shankara. Again, Shulam dharatiyaha saha Shuli. Shulinaha, Panchame Bhakti. Other than Shuli, anyam na pasyami. I do not see anyone else other than Shuli, Hara, Shankara, Shiva, to hold and to bear Ganga's might. Tamevam muktva rajanam.
Tamevam muktva rajanam.
Gangam chabhashya lokakrit.
Gangam chabhashya lokakrit.
Jagama tridivam devaihi.
Jagama tridivam devaihi.
Saha devair marudganaihi.
Saha devair marudganaihi.
So, tam rajanam evam uktva. Thus having told to Bhagiratha, Gangam cha abhashya lokakrit. Lokakrit is the creator of lokas. So, he is Brahma. So, lokakrit tam rajanam evam uktva Gangam cha abhashya. See, sometimes what happens? Oh, is it so? Let's say finally Bhagiratha goes and asks Ganga, oh Ganga, he asked you to go to Shiva because he only can bear it. If Bhagiratha says, oh, is it? Nobody told me. Do we hear such responses? Oh, nobody told me, they say. So Brahma directly told Ganga also, oh Ganga, kindly cooperate in this big mission. So Gangam cha abhashya. He having told Ganga also directly, Devaihi saha samarudganaihi tridigavam jagama. So he went back. He came with all the gods, along with all the gods, Brahma, having instructed Ganga, having blessed Bhagiratha. They all went back to the Tridiva, to their worlds. Ityarshe Srimad Ramayane Valmikiye Adikavye Balakande Dvichatvarimshas sargah. So thus we completed 42nd sarga, where Gangavataranam, in the 41st sarga, mission of Gangavataranam was set by Garuda. In 42nd sarga, mission of Gangavataranam, or the strategy for Gangavataranam, is obtained by Bhagiratha. And then next sargas, we will see how that whole strategy is set into action, all the details of how Ganga comes and how Shiva. And so now again Bhagiratha has to go and ask Shiva. Brahma casually said Shiva can bear, but how to again, reach out to Shiva? He will continue his tapas, and all those details will come in the next few sargas. So stay tuned to Ganga Avataranam. I'll stop recording here. Srivatsa ji, aap Shanti Mantra boliye.
Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramayah. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschit Dukhabhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.